Now, speaking of new comics, I did pick up some new comics this week that I wanted to share with you, and one actually surprised the ever-living crap out of me. So I go to the store. I like to give stuff a try, something new a try. And there's a couple comics that I am following. I'm going to highlight me just for a minute there, just so I can share with you guys. But I did pick up a couple of returning ones, and then I picked up 3 returning ones, and then 3 new ones. The first returning one I picked up was the issue 3 of The World to Come. This is the Marvel Knights, Christopher Priest, Joe Quesada, Black Panther has a white sun storyline.
Okay.
And I don't like this comic. I don't like this series because of the way it keeps every page and literally panel to panel jumps around in time. It's a pain in the ass to try to follow this story.
Okay.
But the art's good, and the story is getting interesting, but it's very confusing to read. There was one part of this story that I absolutely freaking loved, okay? T'Challa, as a kid, his dad takes him to America, and he introduces him to this priest who owns a grocery store, and he literally leaves him with the priest, and the priest locks him in the basement, and he has to endure all these punishments and all this torture, and the door is not locked. He can leave at any time, but he's being told by his father, you need to stay, you need to listen to this man, he's being trained, right? And at one point in the story, there's a window to the basement, and there's a young little white kid running by, and he stops and he sees him in there, and he starts talking to him, and he comes into the basement, and T'Challa is not locked in the basement. He's being told, stay there, right? And he starts talking to the kid. The kid's got a bloody nose, and he asks him what happened. He says, "Oh, you should see the other guy." He's like, "We were in Catholic mass or something, and these guys are just bullies. They're altar boys, and they're bullies. But I took it back." And they're just talking like kids talk, right? And then the white kid's like, "Okay, I'm going to leave now," and he starts to leave. And T'Challa says, "Oh, you dropped this," and he hands him his glasses, and they're the red glasses. It's Matt Murdock as a kid. So T'Challa met Matt Murdock as a kid, and you don't even know he's blind. You don't know any of that. And it's like, once you realize that, you're like, damn, that was a really cool part of the story. I enjoyed that thoroughly, just simply because it brought in, Daredevil protecting somebody from bullies, the Catholic stuff. It should have been obvious to me, but it wasn't, which made me happy in the fact that they were able to slide something like that into the story, and I enjoyed it. So I think there's only one more issue left in this series, so we'll see how it ends. But I'm still going to pick it up because the art is Joe Quesada and it's good. Yeah. So we'll see how the story goes. The other 2 books that I picked up that are returning books was I picked up the second issue of Everything Dead and Dying. This is the zombie book from Image Comics, in which the zombies are kind of just going through their lives. Literally, the guy, he's a farmer, and he's there with his husband and his daughter, and they're both zombies, and every morning he wakes up and he feeds them and stuff, and they don't attack him. Actually, at one point in the story, I think he tells everybody the story that he's been bit, he's been spit on, he's never turned, but he lives with these zombies, and the mailman zombie comes every day to deliver the mail, and I thought it was just a one-shot issue. Turns out, no, it's a continuing. So I haven't read this one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. The art's very graphic, and we'll give it a shot, and we'll see if we'll get past issue 2. This one is one of my favorites. It's Absolute Batman, issue number 13. This is I'm not sure if you consider this the first full appearance of Catwoman, because she's kind of been hinted at through the series, but you see her in her costume. But this is also the first appearance of Absolute Harley Quinn, is in this issue as well. And I don't know if anybody's talking about that, but she's kind of a badass, and we'll see how that goes. But she's actually the leader of the Red Hoods in the story, and it's over the top. Batman and Catwoman are going to team up with Killer Croc to take on Bane in the next issue. So we'll see what over-the-top craziness the series is going to keep doing. So I read it, loved it, looking forward to the next issue. All right, so the 3 new ones that I picked up. The first one is from Ignition Press. It's called Deluge. This has a cover by Riley Rasmo. He did not do the interior art. I've only read half this book because I was reading it before we had to jump on the live stream, so I didn't finish it. But it's about women in a women's prison, and outside a huge storm happens, and all of a sudden the prison starts flooding. So these women are trapped in the jail, and it's being flooded, and there's some type of monster that's in the prison, or maybe more than one monster in the prison. I'm going to show you the cover for issue number 2, also by Riley Rasmo, which this is freaking horrific. So this has got to be like a horror title. But that's the cover to issue number 2.
That's kind of cool.
It is. And if the story is good, I haven't finished reading it though. If the story's good, I may pick it up again. But this is from Ignition Press, so give it a shot, you know. Second new one was one I read about. This was a book that was actually started and maybe even completed years ago, but never got published. Mm-hmm. It is the new Punisher from
that Marvel book Knights. Is badass. I need a copy.
This is Dan Panozza, and it's a lot of over the top fun. The art is good. I don't like the fact that they're using the kind of the newer version of the Punisher skull on his chest, but it's an over the top Frank Castle, you know, stabbing people in the neck, you know, shoot people in the face, that kind of stuff. But the art by Dan Panozza is beautiful, and I'm looking forward to more of this. So
yeah, Dan, recommend this one. Open it up, show on camera just like a page or two, just to show.
Sure.
What it looks like.
Yeah,
because that book looks gorgeous. I do need to get a copy of that.
Yeah. Well, the wrong people like the Punisher, so they had to change the skull.
Yeah,
yes.
There's like
lame.
Dan Panozza. Here, there's a page spread where it shows you got a couple of hot chicks in there and everything, and
the artwork is so good.
It is. There's one of the things I don't like about it is how many panels he's got to pile onto a page in order to keep the story going. And there's some. I know Jimmy Palmiotti wrote this, and he has a tendency to have Gen X type or millennial type dialogue, and you're reading it and you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? So stupid. But luckily it's not the entire book. Let's just put it that way. He's been writing Harley Quinn for way too long. Here is the one that surprised me. Now, the only reason why I picked this up is Coliseum of Comics does this calendar thing in October, where if you go to the store 13 out of 31 days and you get 13 stamps on a calendar, you get a $25 gift certificate. And I've gotten it every year the past couple of years. I always use it for something cool, right? Well, so every time you stop by the store, you got to get it stamped. And you don't have to make a purchase, but I tend to like to make a purchase. Yeah. Well, I went in one day. I had already been in on on Wednesday, and so it was like Thursday. It's like, let me just pick up something, and I picked up the new DC KO #1.
Well, I like the shiny color.
And for those of you who don't know, the KO doesn't stand for knockout; it stands for King Omega. The storyline is that Darkseid is returning, and he's taking over everything. And they get a hint due to some time travelers, including Booster Gold and a couple other people, that come and tell the heroes, you've got 1 week before Darkseid returns. And they come up with an idea of how they can defeat Darkseid before he comes back and takes over everything. Because when he comes back, he's going to take over everything all at the same time. He's not just going to attack Earth. He's going to attack Oa. He's going to attack Paradise Island. He's going to attack everything all at the same time, and he will just become everything will be obliterated. And what they have to do is they have to go participate in a tournament to technically replace Darkseid. Whoever wins will become the King Omega, which is what the title is. And when I originally read the synopsis for this, I'm like, this sounds so damn stupid. This is just, it's like a wrestling match type thing.
Yeah.
a free for all, and it's it's got the grid where all the guys, all the characters are gonna fight it out and all this stuff. And
I mean, that's the kind of
it
thing
just
that
sounded
we would
dumb.
do, honestly. That
It,
sounds,
It sounded
it's
dumb.
very anime.
After reading this first issue, I freaking loved it. Loved it. This was great. The
who
art's
did
really
the artwork?
good. It's Javi Fernandez, but it's written by Scott Snyder, who does a lot of that over to the top stuff. But there's a double page spread where it's showing Darkseid attacking Gotham, Themyscira,
That's kinda cool.
the Rock of Eternity, and Oa all at the same time. So this is like the future of what's going to happen. And I mean, I don't want to spoil anything. Oh, this was part of the preview where Darkseid's attacking Metropolis, and Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman all rush to defeat him. And this is like an image of what the future is going to be. And I'm trying to see if I can find a good page to share. Oh yeah, this is the gates of the tournament. You have these guys there. This seems like a very much a Superman centric story, where there can only be one winner. And
Obviously, it's not going to be Superman. I'm going to go ahead and here.
that's what I'm thinking too. But this is the cover underneath the acetate.
I might have to pick this up, bro.
Well, one of the things.
Wait, really quick. I'm going to tell you who's gonna be the winner.
Okay.
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane isn't even in it.
Not yet. She will be.
She's not in it. She's not in the tournament. You can predict Lois Lane, but just like the Fantastic Four movie, your prediction is going to be absolutely wrong.
Well, we'll see. Who do you think is going to win? I don't know.
Well, I mean, if I told you the list of the characters, actually, let me find that page that has all the characters. Because one of the things they did before the heroes got together to go to the tournament, they locked up all the bad guys, right? But guess what happens? Some of the bad guys break out of the prison that they locked them up in. I think it was a negative zone prison. They lock them up, and they break out, and it includes Lex Luthor, the Joker, Starro, and a couple other villains. So there are some villains that are partaking of this particular tournament. Here's the double page spread that shows all the characters that are in the tournament.
Okay.
And
Lobos, that'd be cool.
Lobo's in there, King Shark, Giganta's in there, Star Sapphire, Robin, Red Hood, a lot of Power Girls, Zatanna, the Demon.
I might have to pick this up, dude. This looks really cool.
But do you want to hear a spoiler?
Sure.
Guess who's not in this group?
I'll
give you a hint. He's one of the big three. Yeah.
I don't see Batman.
So part of the storyline is whoever wins gets to rewrite the world, the universe.
Uh-huh.
So if a hero dies in this tournament, the idea is that they'll be brought back by whoever wins the thing.
Yeah.
Well, Batman gets knocked out really early.
Oh.
So he's not even involved. He's not even here. Or at least in the main title. There is a spin-off series called Knights something or other, Batman focusing on him, but in the main title, he's not in the competition. Which to me, that's like, holy crap, that could be really, really cool. So I actually was telling the guy at the store that I read the first issue, loved it, even though it was one that I said I don't think this is going to be a good idea. It sounds stupid, but I'm on board. So we'll get the next issue. Oh, live it here. Oh, Todd. Let me. So in the first issue, they give them 7 days before the tournament starts, and one of the days they're preparing. All the heroes are gathering their own weapons and so forth. Superman has these solar-powered gauntlets or bands that he wears that has the power of exploding suns in them, so it's constantly recharging him.
Okay.
That's what he wears to the competition. Is these? They're like brass knuckles, but they have exploding suns inside of them. So it makes him like cool. Even powerful. Yeah, I know. It's even. And the second issue, they previewed the second issue. Oh, by the way, this is another spoiler. But at the last few pages, they reveal some things, behind the scene things, including the fact that some of the in the wing type of characters that are going to be coming out include Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman from the Absolute line. They actually tease them as being in the background, which is right here. So they're like, they're coming. And the other teaser, I don't want to. I'm not going to spoil everything.
Don't give it away. I'm going to have to either stop by a comic shop or I'll have to get you to pick up a couple of these books for me.
Well, I just want to show you. This is the cover to issue number 2, and the characters that are Stone have already lost. It includes Flash, Ambush Bug, Shazam, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel gets taken out really quick at the beginning of the book.
Ambush Bug.
Ambush Bug, yeah.
These are deaths.
What's his name? These are guys that are out of the competition, yeah. But you see Superman there with Hawkman's mace. You see Harley Quinn's got something that's like maybe the Speed Force or something. Wonder Woman's got her thing. But look at Lobo with Bane's Venom.
Yeah, that's cool.
Does that not sound over the top and fantastic all at the same time? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. One of the images for issue number 2, the cover, is Lobo versus Plastic Man. I really don't see Plastic Man making it to the end, but... Hey everybody, and thanks a lot for checking out the video. If you like the content, click the subscribe button and hit the bell for notification. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Thumbs up, thumbs down, either way, and we'll catch you all next time.